Brown, and Coach Spencer, and all the coaches for letting me come out here and talk. I'm just going to give you a brief bio and some things that I think might help you guys going into this week. I got a hold of Coach Brown after or before your Holly game and said, you know, things worked out right and there was relevance. I'd like to speak to you. And my things are mainly motivational in regards to mental. I've been teaching 9 and 10-year-olds how to play football. We've gone 10-1-1 over the last 2 seasons. So I think I'm doing a pretty good job, and I think there's some things that will resonate with you guys. So first and foremost, I just want to share something with you. I think there's a message here, and everything that I'm sharing with you, I think will all come together when I hit my final 4 points. There's 4 key points that I touch on with my kids that I think will resonate with all of you. The first one is I was born in central Pennsylvania in a little small coal region. When I was 8 years old, my dad passed away. My mom moved me out to Flushing, Michigan. We lived in a trailer on Mount Morris Road, and we were poor. My dad drove a truck in the coal mines, didn't pay any taxes. We put water in our milk to survive. Really didn't have a lot going for me. Started dating this girl. My younger sister got pregnant, and the girl's dad offered me to stay at his house for a little while. Was totally on the up and up. Every night he used to say to me, son, what are you going to do when you get older? I was short a couple English credits. I started school when I was 4 years old, so the first thing is I played as a freshman. I didn't play my sophomore, junior, or senior year of football. Played as a freshman, didn't play those 3 years. But because I started school when I was 4 years old, I had the option to play in that year where I was short an English credit. So my first goal was, I'm going to play football. So I used to tell Mr. Juno, I'm going to play football, I'm going to go to college, I'm going to start my own business. It started with a little goal. Lucky thing for me is we had a coach there, his name was Dennis Noy. He was probably a great coach. Probably wouldn't have been a good fit for Bill Feudel. We had a change of coaching staffs that year, and Lauren Willie, who came from Clio, Michigan, good old boy, he started coaching, and a coach named Matt Murphy, who's actually at the middle school right now. He actually had a tryout with the Dallas Cowboys. He was our coach, and it gave me a great opportunity. The first day of pads, they put their all first team offense on. They put me at middle linebacker. I was 160 pounds. They ran their all big 9 fullback up the middle, and I stuck his ass. Then they did it again, and I stuck him again. I had coaches throwing down their hats. This guy wants to play. Listen, guys, it started with a little goal like that for me. So just to continue on with that story, I ended up going to college. I got a scholarship. I was on a Pell Grant anyways, but I got a scholarship through adult ed. I got my degree, or my diploma. I got a scholarship through adult ed. I went to college. I went to Baker College. I studied business there. I started my own business. 10 years later, I went to work for a company. While I was working for that company, I was selling cars. I'm still with the company. It's a LaFontaine organization in Highland, Michigan. But I read a book. It was called Sell or Be Sold. And this is where it all started to come into play. I thought attitude was a feeling. Attitude is not a feeling. It's a conscious decision. And you have no idea how powerful your mind is. I'm going to give you one quick example. They used to say buyers are liars. So I started reading this book, and the fact of the matter is, when they said buyers were liars, what was happening is people were saying and asking questions that made that customer lie, because your perception is your reality. When they said buyers are liars, what they were really doing is they were asking stupid questions that forced them to lie, because your will to be right, guaranteed 100%, will cause you to do things like that. Once I started to do that and learn that, I became their #1 sales consultant. You know what I did? I looked like at my desk, I was shaking my head yes all day. You ever have someone look at you and smile at you and say hello? What do you do back? You smile, right? I'd sit, honestly, they thought I was a bobblehead. I'd sit there just shaking my head yes all day. I sold 20 cars a month, ended up being their #1 consultant, made over 100 grand, bought a beautiful home in Misty Oaks, went from a trailer park to a $300,000 home. But it started with playing football. And you guys, I'm 45. The reason I'm here today is I went to a Flushing game a couple years ago. It was Flushing versus Powers. I had my kids, that's my son Mason right over there. I had my kids with me. They were all playing on the field afterwards, and I closed my eyes for a minute. I took a deep breath, man, and I got chills. It was like I went back in time, man. It was like, where did the time go? You guys are there right now. Embrace this right now. Embrace this time right now. There's no other joy than right now. You don't have any bills to pay, man. You got one thing to do, and that's to win a football game this week. Win a football game, and you're in the playoffs. I didn't have the opportunity to get in the playoffs. You need one game to get in. And I got to tell you, I'm a huge fan. I've been watching you guys. We come every week, every home game, barely miss a game. Man, you guys had me scared with Holly. Holy smokes, I'm telling you, I was freaking out. Hey, now tell me, was it a bobble snap or was it a call on that play? Was it all right, because I couldn't tell, man, but I'll tell you what, I was freaking out. But great job staying in there, right? It's not always going to be easy, and I guarantee you Flushing's not going to roll over. But there's 4 main key things that I want you to do. And if I can teach this to 9 and 10-year-olds, I guarantee you can get it. The first thing is prepare. And I believe these guys got you already prepared, right? But I'm not talking about just this year, man. Think about back to your youth. If you've been doing this, this may be the last time that you suit them up. This could be the last time you put them on. So when you put them on this week, it's got to be a special time for you seniors. This is the time, man. Take it all back from when you were in first grade all the way until right now, okay? I believe you're prepared. The second thing is you got to believe. You got to believe in yourself. You got to believe in your teammates. And I got to tell you, just listening to practice, these guys believe in you, right? You can't be doing someone else's job. I heard that, right? You got to count on your friend. You got to count on your teammate, the guy who's been there, right? The guy that's been next to you. You got to believe in yourself and in your teammates. Faith is having the belief in something unseen. Faith is having the belief in something unseen. You got to believe it. Third thing is, you got to visualize it. Now, when I say visualize it, this is probably the key. Aaron Rodgers said when he was in 6th grade, he had a coach teach him about visualization, and now to this day, he visualizes the day before. He visualizes sometimes during filming and practice. He visualizes before he goes to bed. Man, if you close your eyes and don't see anything, that's all right, okay? It's mental preparation. Gage has got to think about where his feet are going to be to make the perfect pass. Cornerback's got to think about what the move's going to be when the guy makes their move, right? You got to mentally, and the longer you can take and do this, the better off you'll be. Trust me. Hey, listen, I used to listen to Jaka Khan, man, and see myself making the play, right? Whatever it is, if it's music, whatever it is, but also get your body ready. Okay? Get your body ready. Don't let your body remind you what's going on. You got to be relaxed. You got to be in the zone. It's very, very important. And the nice thing is you got the next 4 days to do it. Visualize seeing yourself. And what I'd have my kids do, I had all my kids close their eyes and picture wherever it is you'll be. If you're a quarterback, you're thinking about your foot. Where are your feet going to be when you make the pass, right? MVP of the Super Bowl would never get there had he not seen it first. Guaranteed, 100%. If you don't see it first, it won't happen. Visualize seeing yourself winning. Each and every one of you got to see it before it ever happens. And the last thing is you got to do it. Coach Brown can't do it for you. I can't do it for you. Coach Pintek can't do it for you. Your mom and dad can't do it for you. You got to go do it. And that means when you're in the moment, yes, will you have some type of fear? Could you have some type of fear? Embrace it. Embrace the moment. Take advantage of that. This is something that some teams don't even have the opportunity to do. Embrace the moment when that happens. It's a game of a lifetime, guys. When they were talking about, there's nothing more me as a fan would love to do than to see you guys here out practicing next week for a home game the following week. And again, I truly 100% believe if you focus on those 4 things, there's no way that Flushing comes into our house and beats us here. So there's my presentation. I want to thank Coach Brown for having me.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. And good luck, you guys. I want to see you on Friday. We're actually leading you out onto the field. All the youth kids have been invited to lead you out on Friday, so I sent out an email. So we're excited about it, and I'm excited to see you, and hopefully you come out with victory.
Thank you.